Reports are stating that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are now in talks with midfielder Aouar. All of the details for the Carabao Cup third round draw tonight. Reports are stating that Manchester City will make one more push for Harry Kane in this transfer window, and Hugo Lloris on his 300th Premier League appearance. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. Only 6 days left of this transfer window. Now, in today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank every single one of you for nominating me for a Football Content Award 2021. I'm absolutely thrilled, delighted and extremely surprised and shocked to say that I've been shortlisted for 3 awards this year. The Best Club Content Creator, the Best Club Creator and the Best in Video. Now, the finalist voting round will end at midnight on Sunday the 12th of September. The winners will be revealed at the live event at the Royal Lancaster Hotel on the 14th of October. If you would like to vote for me again in this final round, it would really be appreciated. Thank you very much indeed for all of your support. Now let's start today's video by talking about the Carabao Cup third round draw that will take place later on this evening. Now last night a lot of the smaller clubs took part in the second round, and there are a few games in the second round still to play tonight. The draw will take place immediately after West Brom v Arsenal, so is expected to get underway around 9:45 PM unless that match goes to penalties. The teams that have already qualified for the Carabao Cup third round, all 7 Premier League teams involved in European competition automatically qualify for the third round. Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, West Ham and Tottenham. Now, you can watch the third round draw live on Sky Sports tonight following the coverage of Arsenal's second round clash against West Bromwich Albion. And Sky Sports subscribers can watch the draw online via the Sky Go app. Now, my thoughts on tonight's draw: as long as we get a nice home draw and as long as we get a team not involved in Premier League competition, I think that we can do okay. Now, for those of you who watch this channel on a regular basis, you will know I go on about trophies a lot. And this, of course, is the last competition that we won, the League Cup, back in 2008. That is 13 long years without a domestic trophy. Far too long for a club like Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, we were in the Carabao Cup final only in April this year. Lost 1-0 to Manchester City. A very disappointing afternoon. But could this be the chance that Nuno Espirito Santo has to put a trophy in the cabinet for Tottenham for the first time in 13 years? Personally, I'm hoping that the club and Nuno take this competition very seriously and try and lift the cup. Because, as I keep saying, 13 long years without a trophy, far too long. A report has been published by the Daily Mail, and they are stating that Tottenham hold talks with Houssem Aouar's agent after inquiring about Lyon midfielders' availability, as Nuno Espirito Santo looks to add a new midfielder alongside £14.5 million purchase Pepe Sarr. The report then states that Tottenham have held informal talks with Houssem Aouar's representatives over a potential move for the Lyon midfielder this summer, according to reports. The Daily Mail revealed this week that Spurs have made an inquiry to Lyon about the availability of the 23-year-old midfielder, who has scored 17 goals in the past 2 years for the French club. And according to Sky Sports News, Spurs have already spoken to Aouar's team, but the midfielder ideally wants to move to a team in the Champions League. Spurs are currently competing in the Europa Conference League after a 7th place finish last term and go into Thursday's playoff second leg tie with Paços de Ferreira a goal down after the first tie. Aouar scored 8 goals and provided 4 assists in 33 league appearances for the French club last season, and the 23-year-old is among several stars now placed on the transfer list. And reports are stating in France that they are keen to sell Aouar, and they will lower his price tag to £25 million. The report from the Daily Mail then goes on to say that Spurs are looking for a midfielder, with Tanguy Ndombele, Moussa Sissoko and Serge Aurier looking to leave, while Harry Winks could be made available on loan. Spurs also have a number of clubs showing interest in a loan for Oliver Skipp, though he is currently part of Nuno Espirito Santo's plans. The Daily Mail revealed on Monday that Spurs have agreed a £14.5 million deal plus add-ons for Metz midfielder Pape Sarr. The 18-year-old Senegal international will stay with the French side on loan for the rest of the season. Now, my thoughts on this: we've been linked with Aouar before, and of course this report is stating that he is very reluctant to join Tottenham Hotspur Football Club because we are not in the Champions League. We have heard this story many times during this transfer window so far. We have 6 days left. Will Tottenham Hotspur spend any more money in these 6 days? We've got to, in my opinion. There is lots of spaces still to fill. And when I'm reading reports like this stating that Oliver Skipp could go out on loan, I think that is absolutely crazy. Oliver Skipp, in my opinion, has been one of our best players so far in the 2 Premier League games. So I don't want to be seeing Oliver Skipp going anywhere right now. How on earth is Tanguy Ndombele, Moussa Sissoko and Serge Aurier still at the club? They haven't played. They are clearly not in Nuno Espirito Santo's plans as yet. And, you know, if Tottenham Hotspur can find buyers for these 3 players, then I think that they should leave as soon as possible, get some money in for them, and then we can reinvest into talent that are going to play for our football club and, most importantly, want to be at the club. Another report from the Daily Mail, and this one states Manchester City are ready to make one final push for Harry Kane, with the Premier League champions undeterred by Tottenham's resolute stance as Pep Guardiola looks to land his man before the window closes next week. The report then states that Manchester City are in pursuit of Harry Kane and set to continue pressing to sign the England captain over the coming days. Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy has remained steadfast that the club's top scorer in each of the past 7 seasons is not for sale this summer. Indeed, the Daily Mail revealed on Monday that Tottenham Chiefs are confident that they are winning the battle to keep hold of their want-away striker. Now, my thoughts on this: we keep hearing and seeing all of these reports daily about Manchester City wanting Harry Kane. If they really wanted Harry Kane, you would have thought that they would have put the correct offer in that Daniel Levy, the board and the club want. You know, it's been widely reported that Tottenham Hotspur want £150 million for him. Manchester City have put in an official bid of £100 million, even put Laporte into that deal as well. And it is not enough money. You know, I completely agree with that. They paid £100 million for Jack Grealish. Harry Kane is worth more than £100 million. So if Manchester City stand any chance of signing Harry Kane, they've got to pay the asking price. I've got to say, actually, I was at Molineux on Sunday watching Tottenham beat Wolves 1-0 in the Premier League, and Harry Kane, of course, come on for the last 20 minutes or so, and I was absolutely delighted to see him enter the field and wear that Tottenham Hotspur shirt again. And, you know, the reception for Harry Kane was absolutely fantastic from the Tottenham Hotspur fans. Very, very supportive of the Tottenham striker and, of course, England captain. And right at the end of the game, Harry Kane come over, applauded the fans. And it was really great to see. Personally, I'm hoping that Harry Kane will stay at Tottenham Hotspur for the rest of this season because, you know, going forward, we need players like him. On Monday's video, I mentioned that 2 Tottenham Hotspur players, Giovanni Lo Celso and new signing Christian Romero, could miss 2 key Premier League games for the club, Crystal Palace away and Chelsea at home, due to international duty because they would have to quarantine for 10 days. Well, a report has just been released by the Daily Mirror, and they are stating that the Premier League clubs have banned 60 players from travelling to World Cup qualifiers in red zone countries. Internationals from 19 clubs have had the door slammed shut on them starring for their national teams in September. In a major club versus country COVID row, Premier League clubs have said that they have reluctantly but unanimously acted because players would be required to quarantine in hotels for 10 days on their return, missing 2 league games and losing fitness. The report then states that FIFA had scrapped a temporary law brought in during the pandemic that allowed clubs to refuse to release stars for international games if they had to quarantine on their return for more than 5 days. Talks with the government and the Football Association to find a solution were unsuccessful, leading to the Premier League acting and potentially facing a row with FIFA. And the Premier League Chief Executive, Richard Masters, said Premier League clubs have always supported their players' desires to represent their countries. This is a matter of pride for all concerned. However, clubs have reluctantly but rightly come to the conclusion that it would be entirely unreasonable to release players under these new circumstances. Masters then went on to say quarantine requirements mean that players' welfare and fitness would be significantly impacted. We understand the challenges that exist in the international match calendar and remain open to workable solutions. Now, my thoughts on this, I actually said on Monday's video that Tottenham Hotspur should go back to the Argentinian FA and say that our players are unavailable because of this reason. You know, they cannot miss 2 Premier League games. Certainly can't be sitting in hotels for 10 days and not training properly. So I think this is great news for Spurs. New signing Christian Romero. We need him in as many games as possible. You know, we've only seen him, in 1 game so far in the Europa Conference League game last week against Paços de Ferreira and a few minutes against Manchester City. So really looking forward to seeing him in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. But you know, I know we've got 6 days left of this transfer window, but players like Christian Romero and players like Giovanni Lo Celso, we need them in our matchday squad. So I think this is good news for us. Now on Sunday, goalkeeper and captain Hugo Lloris made his 300th Premier League appearance for the club, a club record, overtaking Darren Anston's record of 299 appearances in the Premier League. Hugo Lloris said, the most important thing is the win today, the 3 points. We are still in the process, trying to get as much confidence as we can. We can feel that we are growing as a team, and that's a good feeling. Lloris has made 300 Premier League appearances for Spurs, 375 appearances in all competitions, and has kept 106 clean sheets. He said, I'm really proud, but I'm not really looking at the numbers. I'm more focused on the start of the season, to be honest, to make sure everyone is giving his best for the team. Hugo then went on to say, but of course I can be proud because when I signed, I couldn't think that I would play 300 games in the Premier League for the club. So that's a really good achievement, a personal achievement. But again, there is still a lot to do ahead of me and I need to make sure I'm ready to give my best for the team. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.